Today on the Trent Out Loud podcast. Donald Trump wants it to be known that he is not happy with the way y'all are treating the first gentleman, Elon Musk. Now, I understand riding for your boy, but these two are a little too close for my comfort. Melania Trump is already not sleeping in the White House, and reports are that Elon Musk is always there. I thought MAGA wasn't supposed to be in these kind of relationships. Know what I'm saying? What up? It's Trent Out Loud, and I'm back with another episode. All right, it's Wednesday morning. Hump Day's finally here. What up, Wednesday? Y'all know what that means? The weekend's only 2 days away. Let's get it. All right, I'm in a good mood today, as always. I have a good show set up for you guys. I have two lead stories. We're going to kick it off by giving you guys an update on Wendy Williams. She is out of her luxury jail and now in the hospital. In some sad news, YouTuber and influencer Alysha Burney has been unalived in Mexico. We'll give you guys the details about that. In quick news, we're going to talk about Drake, Elon Musk, Mona, Crocs, Tyra Banks, Porsha, Donald Trump, Lauryn Hill, Wyclef, R.Kelly, GloRilla, and Southwest Airlines. As always, we're going to close out the show with comment of the day, social discussion of the day, question of the day, and a little bit of sports news. Y'all know what time it is. Turn your TVs, your radio, or your devices up. I'm about to start this Hump Day Wednesday show. Let's go. Our first lead story. Wendy Williams' guardian under scrutiny as New York authorities reportedly launched 2 investigations. All right, we have 2 updates for you, this investigation, and we're also going to let you know what's going on with Wendy, but I wanted to kick it off with this first because I'm excited about it. All right, Wendy Williams' guardian is reportedly the subject of 2 investigations in New York. According to TMZ, authorities are investigating Wendy's living conditions following a recent interview with Adult Protection Services. Sources close to Wendy say APS has also reached out to people in her circle, including her niece, to inquire about her situation at the New York Assisted Living Facility, where she has allegedly been confined to the 5th floor of the memory unit and cannot leave without approval. In addition to the APS, the NYPD reportedly conducted a welfare check at the facility. This follows growing calls from Wendy's family and close friends to terminate her court-ordered guardianship that she has been under since 2022, as well as us, the online community that has been doing all that we can to free Wendy. Okay, so her guardianship is being looked at by the APS and the NYPD. So, woo, shout out to us, man. Shout out to us. Shout out to the team. We've been making a lot of noise. Charlamagne, The Breakfast Club, TMZ, Jason Lee, Hollywood Unlocked, and also Don Lemon, right? So that is it. I'm not saying anything's going to happen to her, but they're going to investigate. Now, let me give you guys a little bit more context of what happened, why the police were there, because there's a lot of like confusing things of what's been going on, all right? So I'm going to read this to you, and then I'm going to give you all the details. So, Wendy Williams speaks out after hospital visit and passing capacity tests. Wendy Williams is making it crystal clear she is not here to be silenced or sidelined. The former talk show queen is once again speaking out, this time following a recent hospital visit. On Monday, police responded to Wendy's assisted living facility in New York after she reportedly dropped a handwritten note from the window that stated, "Help Wendy." According to the New York Post, that cry for help led authorities to escort the 60-year-old media legend from the building. EMS then transported her to a nearby hospital for evaluation. While at the hospital, Wendy underwent a series of tests, including a capacity test, and passed it with flying colors. Wendy didn't hold back when she hit up the Breakfast Club yesterday morning, to clear the air. In her own words, she confirmed that she's the one who actually called the police. Her reason? She says that she's feeling completely isolated and unheard in the adult care facility that she is currently living in. All right, so I made some notes. I listened to the interview and some other information. So I put it all together. I'm just going to give you guys a recap. Okay. So first of all, there's a lady named Gina from an organization. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Charlemagne hooked her up with that. So she's helping Wendy out. And she is the one who told Wendy to call the cops. They were on the phone, and they've been on the phone for, I think, every day, she said, for the past couple of weeks. And this lady, Gina, is helping her. She's not her lawyer. She's just helping her. She's very familiar with these family kind of, it's the word I'm looking for. Like whenever a family member is in need or help, whatever, she's like a family care person. So she's been helping out Wendy. So they were on the phone, and Wendy said to her, I see somebody outside with a camera. Should I say something to them? And they were like, yeah, drop a note. At this point, let's do whatever we can. And one of the things that Gina said that I liked, and I really like Gina, by the way, Gina said, let's do all that we can. Drop a note. Let's call the police, because everything has been kind of like almost at a standstill for the past couple of weeks, right? Her waiting for a judge to listen to her case, for her to get a new lawyer, for her to get an evaluation. Her and Gina have been on the phone saying there hasn't been any momentum. TMZ has been helping Charlemagne and everybody, but it's been slow for the past 2 weeks. So that's why they had the idea of dropping the letter outside, and they called the police. So while the police were there, Wendy says that she was feeling a little bit anxious, and her heart was having a little bit of palpitation. So they're like, cool, you know what? We'll bring you to the hospital. Wendy didn't come out and say this, but I felt like she said that when they were there to get out of the facility, because y'all know that Wendy just wants to get out. Any excuse she can get to get out, she just wants to get out, all right? So while they were there, she asked if she can get an exam, get an evaluation, a capacity test. Now, here's the thing. Wendy's guardian found out about the police going there and about them bringing her to the hospital, and the guardian showed up to the hospital as well. Okay, here is where it gets crazy. So the guardian meets them at the hospital and actually tries to stop the doctors from examining and giving Wendy a test. This woman is such a hater. Sabrina, if I'm not mistaken, her name is Sandra or Sabrina. Anyways, the doctor was really smart and talked to Wendy, and Wendy was like, listen, she is my guardian, and technically speaking, the guardian is supposed to make all the decisions for somebody who is not capable of making decisions on their own. But Wendy was like, listen, I don't know if you know who I am, but I'm Wendy Williams, and we're going through all of this, and I'm trying to get out. I had some issues before, but I'm fine now. Trust me, listen to me. The doctor went to his legal department, and I guess the lawyers or whoever talked to Wendy, made some calls, and they're like, it's okay, you can get the exam done. So the guardian tried to stop it, but shout out to the doctor. I'm trying to find his name, but it hasn't been released yet, but shout out to that doctor. Anyways, so he gave her the test, and Wendy says she passed with flying colors. She got a 10 on 10. Here is a little clip from Wendy about the test. Take a listen.
What does the 10-10 mean? 10 out of 10?
10 out of 10, correct. 10 questions asked, 10 questions correct, answered correctly.
I mean, they ask me simple things like, who's the president? You know what I'm saying? What's my birth date?
Now, some people were saying online that this is an unofficial test, and just because she gave this test, that doesn't mean that, because she passed the test, that she'll be let out of the conservatorship. There's parts to that are right and not. Just because she passed that test, no, it does not mean she can get out of the conservatorship. The only person that could let Wendy out of the conservatorship is the court. And if you guys remember, like I told you, I think 2 weeks ago now, it's first going to be a judge. And if the judge doesn't let her out, her lawyers are going to push for a trial by jury. And that's when we think she'll be able to get out, because we feel like the judge is allegedly on the side of Sabrina, her guardian, and they're in cahoots together. But we're really pushing for a jury. So yes, however, this test is still going to be admissible in court. There will be other tests, but this test will be admissible. Obviously, that's why the guardian tried to have her not do the test, because she knows. So here is proof of that too. You'll hear Gina say that it is not true that this test will be admissible. Take a listen.
I have a question for you guys too. So there are reports that this exam that you did can't be used in moving forward to prove the like that you're not incapacitated. Can you clear that up or like explain how this will be used?
That's actually false. That's a medical exam done by an independent doctor by a very well-known hospital. You can use that for the court.
Okay, now that those things are out the way, another thing I wanted to highlight is this is alleged, but according to it's either Gina or Wendy tried to have her lawyers come to meet her at the hospital. I think it was probably when they were deciding if they should do the capacity test or not. And Wendy told her lawyer, I'm at this hospital, let's say hospital A. Then the Guardian called the lawyer and say, sorry. The lawyer called the Guardian to say, hey, I heard that you're at a hospital. I'm on my way. And the Guardian said, yeah, sure, we're at hospital B. So the lawyer called back Wendy and was like, hey, you're telling me you're at hospital A. Your Guardian's telling me you're at hospital B. And she's like, yes, she's obviously just trying to do what she always does and have people think that I'm crazy and I don't know where I'm at. Trust me, come to hospital A. I'm at hospital A. Don't listen to her. Wendy's lawyer rolled up and Wendy was right. She's at hospital A. So this Guardian, to me, this should be thrown out of court just already, but unfortunately, that's not how courts work. Why is this woman trying so hard to keep Wendy under this conservatorship? I mean, it's an indirect question. We all know because she gets paid. She makes more money the longer that Wendy stays in, and she has access to Wendy's money, and who knows what she's doing with Wendy's money. But the fact that she's trying to have her not do a capacity test, why? If you're her guardian, just think, if you're someone's guardian, and if somebody saying, I'm feeling better, okay, sure, here's a test. Do it. You know what I'm saying? That's like you in a relationship saying, are you cheating? No, I'm not cheating. Right? Let me see your phone. Like, okay. Like, how come you don't want to show somebody your phone? How come you don't want Wendy to do a test? To me, that is just straight, you're guilty. Sabrina is guilty. And then on top of it, she's lying about the lawyer or lying to the lawyer of the hospital they were at. Man, they should have recorded that conversation, have them on tape showing that her guardian is lying, saying the hospital that she's at, and bring that to the judge. And that should just be dismissed. Anyways, I'm getting worked up here, but it's just like 1 + 1 = 2, right? Clearly. All right. What else do I have in my notes here? So the Guardian tried to lie about their address. Oh yes. So the last thing is that as of right now, as I am speaking to you, Wendy is still in the hospital. She is not in the luxury jail. Wendy is out of jail. Now, like I said earlier, this is not official. Nothing is official yet. She's not out the guardianship yet, and she's not officially out the jail yet. But her lawyers, Gina, and other people on her team are trying to work to have her not go back to that facility. And as I told you when I first started this story, APS and the NYPD are doing an investigation. So what I'm hoping, and I'll hopefully maybe be able to tell you guys this tomorrow, I made some calls to try to find this out, but if you are under investigation, then why would you go back to the place that's under investigation? And hopefully Wendy can at least stay in the hospital where she can have phone calls, she have the internet or whatever, or at least have her go somewhere else because she's complaining so much about this place. I hope at least the police get to intervene and put her somewhere else. If I'm not mistaken, they have the authority to do that over the judge because there's an investigation happening. That's from what I know. Anyways, I'll let you guys know more tomorrow. Super happy about this. This is all good news. And if the investigation goes well, hey, maybe in a couple of days, Wendy will be back in court. They'll rush the court. And maybe the judge might have enough evidence that he himself, if he's trying to lie, can't even lie. So we'll keep you up to date. Let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know if you guys have heard of anything else that I have missed. Let us know in the comment section below. And don't forget to hashtag free Wendy. Hashtag free Wendy. Our second lead story. Prayers up. Brother of influencer Alysha Burney confirms her passing and says she was unalived from an asthma attack in her sleep and that she does not do DRUG. Okay, before I start this off, I've made a decision to tell you guys the facts of this case. There's a lot of speculation online. A lot of YouTubers and a lot of people are making videos for clicks and creating a lot of misconceptions. I've got sent a bunch of stuff. I've got like voice notes and stuff of like information I'm not one of those guys. Y'all know me already. I'm not spreading misinformation. So we're going to just stick to the facts. I'll tell you guys, a little bit about what's going on. But I think for her family and her brother's wishes, we should stick to what they're telling us for now until we have some more information. Okay. So, popular social media influencer Alysha Burney has unfortunately been unalived at 24, just hours before her 25th birthday. This has been confirmed by her brother. In a statement to Fox 4 KC, her brother, Charles Burney, said that they were in Cabo, Mexico to celebrate her birthday when she unexpectedly suffered an asthma attack in her sleep. Charles says he will deeply miss his sister and wants the internet to stop with the rumors surrounding her passing. She does not do drugs. She was a self-loving and happy individual who cherished her life and was looking forward to the upcoming years planned. She was in Mexico to celebrate her birthday. She was a very classy woman, he says. There are threads about misinformation online stating different things based on speculation. These sources lack credibility and should not be believed. My sister did not engage in environments that would lead to such situations. She was very goal-oriented, creative, and passionate about giving back. She graduated with a bachelor's degree in a bachelor's of science in digital media promotions, and was working towards her graduate degree. She was not selfish with her knowledge and was a very open book about her journey. She will always be dearly loved. Her legacy will live forever. Okay, so like I said, let's just put a button on that. A lot of influencers and YouTubers thrive and on these kind of stories, because when they thrive, but they shouldn't thrive on these type of stories, but they do, because there's a lot of uninformation out there. And when there is not a lot of information out there and there's room for speculation, that's when people are going to start speculating. And the most salacious stories and the most wild stories are the stories that go the most viral. But you have to think about the family at that point. And even if some of those stories are true, I just don't see a need to promote that. She wasn't, let's say, like a A-list celebrity, like a Jennifer Lopez or like a Naomi Campbell or somebody who's been in your life for years and years and years. Like, oh, we want to know what happened. She was a YouTuber. She was an influencer, turning 25, on her way to Mexico, and there's no way for somebody at that level for this many people to know what's going on. Somebody like a Naomi Campbell or Jennifer Lopez have so many people around them and so many eyes and so much attention. It's so much easier to find out things about them. The fact that Alysha was a YouTuber and an influencer, I mean, she had a million subscribers. So yes, she was known in the influencer community, but she wasn't walking around with, bodyguards and a big crew of people. So all of these people on the internet, you have to know it must be speculation. So that's why I just don't want to listen to any of it. I totally just delete it. And if I were you guys, I just wouldn't get into it. That's just my 2 cents in all of this. For those of you who don't know, I'll just give you a little small hint. Some people are saying that somebody put something in something that she was digesting. Let's just put it that way. But again, like I said, when you're at that level, I find it hard to believe that somebody would want to do something like that. And if it was, then how are all of these people knowing about it? I just don't believe it. I think it's people that just want to speculate and pick up this story. We'll let you know. Have respect for the family. Have respect for her brother. And when we find out more concrete information, when the police look into it, when there's a toxicology report or whatever, then we could talk about it. Just don't speculate right now. And if I were you guys, I would just respect the family and just go with what they're telling me. Let me know what you guys think about this. You might have a whole difference of opinion. There might be some other facts out there that I am not aware of, but this is my take and my decision. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right, this brings us to quick news. Ring my hump day bell. Our first quick story. Drake shares a message on his Instagram with a lengthy caption. All right, Drizzy Drake, bro. Why don't you guys just listen to me? Stop doing these things, bro. Anyways, Drake captioned this, or said this. You know, I grew up non-confrontational and always treated this game as a sport where my pen won gold. But these days, the podium has been hard for all of us to ignore. I understand that this next chapter may leave you feeling easy, but I hope you see my honesty as clarity and not charity that answers the questions, especially about the unanswered texts you've been sending me. I mean, the last line was kind of dope, I can't lie. And that might be something he's writing from a song, and maybe with a beat and with the rhyme pattern, it might come off as dope. But bro, you put out an album 3 weeks ago. It was number one for a week. It's fallen off the charts. Kendrick Lamar this week is back at number one with GNX that he put out last September. I know the Grammy Awards and the Super Bowl and all the hype that's going on around him is the reason why he's back up, but he's back up at number one. And also, too, to be fair, Drake has no marketing. He put out no video or whatever. But still, Drake, I've been telling you guys this for the past 2 or 3 weeks. And I know OVO watches the podcast. Stick to the music. Stick to the number ones. No more pudgy lip Instagram posts. No more cryptic messages. No more, keep the rhymes in your phone and just, do your steak commercials. I gave him grace with that. You have a contract, $180 million, get your money. All the other stuff, it's going to be harder and harder. Every time he does this, I feel like he's digging a hole a little bit deeper for himself. And it's not, no one's reading this being like, oh, yo, next chapter. What? No, bro, no. Just come out with a number one hit, get on the charts, and everything will be forgotten about. And lastly, I have said a bunch of times, don't Ja Rule yourself. 50 Cent and Ja Rule came back out after 50 Cent destroyed him, and he came back out super hard, super rapping. That's not who Ja Rule was. Ja Rule is a melodic melody guy with Ashanti, with Mary J. Blige, with J-Lo. I heard that Drake is making a full rap album. I don't like the sound of this. I don't like that. Please. People have been asking that for years. You should have gave us a number 4. Don't come now and give us a straight rap album with no melodies and straight just, yo, Kendrick this, yo, this, da-da-da, I want to battle, whatever. That's just not who you are. Nokia is a great song. I don't know why there's not a video for that and a bigger push. Well, I know why, but we won't get into it. But and I'm okay with it. Just get in the lab, do your same normal Drake that you have been doing, and focus on a number one and have your album be number one. That's how you get out from under this, Drake. It's the last time I'm telling y'all, man. After this, I'm going to start charging y'all, yo. Our second quick story. Say what? Elon Musk says the attacks on X yesterday came from IP addresses in the Ukraine area. All right. Even I was about to say, I don't believe him. Even the caption is like, y'all believe him? Elon Musk says that Ukraine is the reason why X went down. Cap! I do not believe him. I'm going to start keeping a cap around for these stories that are fully capped. I should have been a rapper. I don't believe this at all. I told you guys yesterday in quick news that Twitter was down. I didn't even know I was trying to use Twitter myself, and it was down. I asked you guys if your Twitter was down as well too. I think it's really the people who are not liking Elon Musk right now. I think it's probably literally like the federal workers that he has laid off, or the people that he is like upsetting in Washington. It has nothing to do with Ukraine. And like I always said, y'all know if you want to prove something to me, y'all know what I asked for, right? The receipts. Show me the IP addresses. Come up with something. You can't just sit on a show and be like, oh, it's been Ukraine. Actually, I think I even have a video. Just listen to the cap for yourself.
There was a cyber attack on X today, which shut it down and may have been foreign sourced. Yes. It's a big story. You want to give us a moment on that?
Well, we're not sure exactly what happened, but there was a massive cyber attack to try to bring down the X system with IP addresses originating in the Ukraine area.
We're not sure what happened, but we're sure it's from the Ukraine area. Our third quick story. Mona from Don't Call Me White Girl podcast calls out Shannon Sharpe's interview with Gilly the Kid, says questions about Gilly's son's unaliving felt like gossip. All right. On her podcast, Mona shared her frustrations with Shannon Sharpe's interview with Gilly the Kid, particularly him questioning about his son. Mona made her feelings clear, saying, "I don't like Shannon Sharpe's interviews. I don't like that y'all like them. I don't even F around with people that subscribe to that kind of ish. I think he's ignorant." Geez, that's harsh. Tell us how you really feel. "I think he's ignorant. I think he doesn't ask questions in sequence." She went on to criticize Shannon Sharpe for bringing up rumors, and she says it's almost like a gossip podcast. Here's a clip for Mona. Take a listen.
I'm going to just spit it out. Shannon Sharpe can't read. I don't like Shannon Sharpe interviews. I don't like that y'all like them. I don't even people that subscribe to that kind of shit. I think he's ignorant. I think he don't ask questions in sequence. I just didn't like how he questioned him about his son. It just felt like gossip.
All right. We're not going to tolerate too much Shannon Sharpe's slander. I'm a big fan of Shannon Sharpe. I mean, Mona could have her own views. Totally. You guys know I totally respect that. The one thing I will say about Shannon Sharpe's, not necessarily his interviews, because I don't mind sometimes when you're not in sequence. I do that sometimes when I'm interviewing people, and you kind of want to throw questions different ways so that the person who you're interviewing doesn't know where you're going, and you sometimes just get a more organic answer. It's a style of interview, and I've done it myself. I don't have a problem with that. But the one thing I will say about Shannon Sharpe is that sometimes the interview doesn't feel very organic. I'll be 100% honest. And Shannon Sharpe is very comfortable with somebody he knows about. Like, for example, when he's interviewing Steve Harvey or Cat Williams, he really likes comedians or somebody in the sports world. But when he's interviewing, let's say like Akai Sanat, like the interview just feels a little like somebody gave him cards to ask the question, and he's asking a question that he doesn't even understand his question that he's asking, but he's asking it because he knows it's a viral topic. And the way around that is to get to know more about the person. And I understand, like, Shannon Sharpe has big interviews, so he wants to interview big guests. And I understand that he has a lot to do. He's on First Take. He has this show. He has Nightcap. I get it. But I just think that maybe that's what she's alluding to, where sometimes the conversation doesn't really feel organic. And part of interviewing is to really understand the person who you're interviewing. And once you understand, like, I can interview a complete stranger. You just have to give me their story, and I'm going to find questions that I really want to know about their story. So if you tell me blah, 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 I'm be like, okay, hold on a second. Let's say a doctor. So in med school, when I was looking, I didn't understand this. Tell me about that. And that's a great thing about an interview is when you're a journalist or when you're a good interviewer, you have to be organically inquisitive. And I'm a very inquisitive person. So I just feel like Shannon is only sometimes asking questions that he thinks the audience wants to hear without it being his organic self. That would be the only thing I would say. But I still enjoy Shannon Sharpe. So let me know what you guys think. Do you watch it? Do you think that his questions are like what Mona's saying? And obviously he could read. She's just being a little mean. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Our fourth quick story. Schools across the U.S. reportedly ban Crocs over safety concerns. All right, Crocs may be a popular foot choice amongst kids, but schools across the U.S. have reportedly banned Crocs for safety concerns. Administrations in at least 20 states are enforcing the ban, claiming the slip-on shoes pose a risk of injury and potential liability issues for schools. According to the Daily Mail, the move to ban Crocs comes after the shoes surged in popularity amongst school-aged kids. School officials have voiced concerns over the lack of ankle support and minimal grip offering by some Crocs styles. School officials argue that Crocs are not practical or safe in a school environment. Several schools have noted incidences such as students having trips and spills, especially during activities like running in the hallways and playing in the playground. Some school officials say Crocs could also be a hazard during emergency situations such as fires or evacuation when quick mobility is crucial. Okay, this is making like big headlines. Take a listen.
The school's had Crocs folded into its no open toe policy for years, as other schools commonly have with flip-flops and slides. But this is the first school year it's enforcing the policy. Maya Moss got in-school suspension, and at home,
how'd you deal with it?
I took the phone. I took the computer.
For how long?
For 2 weeks.
Maya arguing that Crocs are not a safety issue.
If it's an emergency, we can still wear our Crocs because we can put them in sports mode and we can run.
Who's to say they're going to keep them in sports mode?
It's real easy. Just get your feet, take them out, flip and put your feet back in.
Hey, I'm not a parent, so I can't call it. But I mean, I think they're being a little bit extra, if you ask me. I like how that girl was like, you could just put it in sports mode and it's fine. Anyways, I am not a fan of Crocs. As you guys know, I was in the footwear, I was going to say footwear industry, but I was in the sneaker industry for 15 years. I've never sold Crocs. That's never been my thing. But I have friends that swear by it. My nephews, oh my gosh, they live in Crocs. So I understand all about the whole craze. I don't know. I think they're being a little extra because kids wear slides. They do all of these things and they could kick it off and just run bare feet if there's an emergency at a school. But again, I'm not a parent. Parents, let me know if you think that Crocs should be banned or if you think they're just being a little bit extra. Our fifth quick story. Tyra Banks pulls up to Balenciaga fashion show looking like she never left the runway. All right, she hasn't lost a step. Tyra Banks arrives at Balenciaga fashion show serving face, body, and top tier model energy. All right, y'all could see the picture. I'm going to put it up a little bit closer here. Now, y'all know why they're putting up this picture. And it's not because she's serving face or body. It's because she doesn't look like Tyra Banks. What is going on, Tyra? Like, just everything just looks off. The skin tone, the eyes, like, what is going on? Like, even her forehead looks smaller. And we all know Tyra Banks for her forehead. If I saw this picture, I wouldn't even think it was Tyra Banks. And I love Tyra. Like, shout out to Tyra, man. But this does not look like Tyra Banks, and she is not serving at all. Let me know what you guys think about Tyra in the comment section below. Our sixth quick story. Porsha Williams gives an update on her divorce, says Simon walked into being detained, attempting to attend their final divorce hearing. All right, Porsha reveals that Simon was detained attempting to attend their final divorce hearing in Georgia. She says the two are still married as a result. All right, as promised, I'm doing my due diligence and giving you guys some more reality TV stories, especially like in quick stories. I actually watched a whole interview with Porsha when she was on The Breakfast Club. I haven't caught an episode yet of, I think it's The Real Housewives of Atlanta she's on, but apparently she's back. So I have a little bit of a backstory with Porsha now, all right? I'm doing my job. But anyways, the update is they were about to finalize their divorce and Simon got detained again. And another thing that's not in this, I heard that she's trying to get a piece of their $7 million house that she's still living in. I'll let you guys know what happens about that. Here's a video.
Current status of your divorce from Simon.
I is still married.
You are?
Mm-hmm. It was about to be over, and then unfortunately he had been detained.
Shout out to Porsha. Another single, beautiful woman on the market. Hey. What's up, Porsha? Our seventh quick story. Donald Trump pledges to buy a Tesla in support of Elon Musk, who is facing an illegal boycott. Trump has pledged to buy a Tesla in support of Elon Musk due to Tesla being illegally boycotted by the radical left lunatics. Yesterday morning, Tesla stock faced its steepest decline in 5 years as investors are worried about the shrinking demand. The stock is down 33% in the last month and over 50% from record highs in December. All right, President Donnie tweeted this out, and he said, "To Republicans, conservatives, and all great Americans, Elon Musk is putting it on the line in order to help our nation, and he is doing a fantastic job. But the radical left lunatics, as they often do, are trying to illegally and collusively boycott Tesla, one of the world's greatest automakers and Elon's baby, in order to attack and do harm to Elon and everything he stands for." Yeah, that was a very long sentence, Mr. President. They tried to do it to me at the 2024 presidential ballot box, but how did that work out? In any event, I'm going to buy a brand new Tesla tomorrow morning as a show of confidence and support for Elon Musk, a truly great American. Why should he be punished for putting his tremendous skills to work in order to help make America great again? I have often asked what Elon Musk is doing at Doge, why he's doing this. I've gotten a lot of answers and, access to bank accounts and social security numbers and all this information. But at what risk, Mr. Elon? I also don't think that Elon really cares that much about Tesla, to be honest with you. That's a passé thing for him. He is on to other things that we probably don't know about, one being SpaceX, although that didn't work out too great last week. But he still has Neuralink, and somebody like Elon, one thing I'll give him credit for, he's always like steps ahead. So Tesla, he's like, meh, whether he's worth 400 billion or 300 billion or 250 billion, like, he doesn't care. That's just an evaluation. That's just going up and down. So I honestly, personally don't think he really cares. I think Trump more cares just for the outlook of it. I think Trump doesn't want anybody that's associated with him to have any sort of negative image, because then less people are going to feel confident to support him and back him, i.e. Facebook, Google. Who else was there at the inauguration? Google, Facebook, Elon, and Amazon, Jeff Bezos. So those four are watching like, hold on a second here. Maybe standing too close to President Donnie might be an issue. Look at what Elon is doing. We shall see. And then, of course, look what's happening to Target. So that is why Donald Trump is going out and buying a Tesla. Anyways, that bromance is next level. But they're up to something way more, and we'll only realize it like 10 years from now, probably. Maybe not long, like 5 years from now. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know if you guys are interested in Tesla, and if you have already a Tesla or wanted to buy a Tesla, are you turned off? I'm so interested. I have a friend of mine who says that he has, he does have a Tesla, but he says he gets looks, or people are like giving him, the bird and out the window, and somebody like cut him off the other day, and he said that he's getting hate from driving around a Tesla. So anybody who has a Tesla, are you getting hate? And if you're ever thinking about getting one, does Elon's past moves this past couple of months turn you off from Tesla? Are you done? Let me know in the comment section below. Our eighth quick story, talking about Elon Musk. I finally found Elon Musk's family tree. I've asked for this a couple of times. So Elon Musk has 4 baby mamas, 1 wife. So here it is. The first wife, he had 1 kid, then he had twins, then he had triplets. So those are 6 kids. Then he got married to his second wife. Then they got divorced. Then he had his, we're 7 here. Sorry. Then he had his 7th kid with, what's her girl's name? Grimes. Then he left her and had kid 8, 9 with another girl. Then he went back to Grimes and had 10, 11. Then went back and had 12. Then had 13 just a couple of months ago, and then had 14. So, Elon Musk, man, guys, keep him busy. This actually was put out to compare to Nick Cannon's family tree, which is almost kind of a little similar, like the 1 and 2, and then you jump over here 3, 4, and then back at 5 or 6, and then you go to 7. Like, it's really not much to say. I just really wanted to know. I get a kick out of these things. Our 9th quick story. Wyclef Jean and Lauryn Hill unite to perform Me Softly at Roberta Flack's service. Really super happy to hear about this. I'll have a little clip. I'll play it for you guys in a second. But for those of you who don't know, Wyclef and Lauryn Hill obviously have beef. They tried to get together for the 25-year reunion, I think it was, and then that didn't work out. Happy to see that they came together for Queen Roberta Flack. Here is a little clip from the service. Take a listen.
We weren't formally asked to do this because I think they were a little shy in asking us to attend. So we kind of bum rushed the service. Drumming my pain with his finger, singing my life with his words.
I like that. Like, she's like, "Hey, nobody asked us. They thought that it would make us uncomfortable, but we came in anyways out of respect." You know. For those of you who don't know, Roberta Flack's song is pretty much what like cemented the Fugees to like commercial success, right? The Unaliving Me Softly. I know it sounds weird, but you know, I can't say that word on YouTube, but imagine singing it like Unaliving Me Softly with his song, Unaliving Me Softly with his words. Anyways, I love to see people put their differences aside for the greater good. However, when I do see this, I want to remind people, and let's take this opportunity to know that when you have beef with somebody or something that's going on, if you could put it aside when somebody is no longer here anymore, you could put it aside before that. Ashanti just said that about Irv Gotti, saying that she wished things didn't end up that way. You never know. Don't take anything for granted and do not wait. So I just want to put this nugget in here, and also to just let you guys know that they got together for Roberta Flack, and I guess it's indirectly saying thank you for letting them sample one of, or arguably her greatest hits of all time. So shout out to Roberta Flack, Wyclef Jean, and Lauryn Hill. Our 10th quick story. 4-year-old calls 911 on mom for eating his ice cream. Come get my mommy. This is such a cute story. Not him trying to send mama to jail. A 4-year-old boy in Wisconsin wasn't having it after his mom ate his ice cream, so he decided to call the law on her. 2 officers from the police department arrived on the scene to confront the little one. They later returned the next day and brought him a sweet treat of ice cream. This is so cute. All right, here's the 911 call, and then I'll have a video for you guys at when the cops showed up at the house. Take a listen to the 911 call.
Come and get my mommy.
Okay, what's going on?
Oh, this little one got the phone, and he's 4. My mommy and I just told her to put her to jail. So leave me alone.
I ate his ice cream, so that's probably why he's calling 911.
So they got that call, and they were like, hey, just to be careful, we want to make a check, and this is what happened.
It's the police. They came for real.
Yeah, we have to just come check, make sure everything's okay.
We thought, what you do?
Did you call the police?
Yeah.
Why?
I told my mommy to go to jail.
Why do you want mommy to go to jail?
I didn't get ice cream.
So is that why you're upset?
Yeah, that's why I didn't get no ice cream.
Now, I wanted to put this in here, yes, because it's a heartfelt, good story, but I also wanted to put this in here to do my due diligence, because whenever cops do anything wrong, we're always dragging them. We're always saying how cops this, cops are that, and this is a good thing, right? They showed up to a Black household. They did their job. They, talked with the kid. They found out everything was okay. There was nothing that happened. And they came back the next day and brought the little boy ice cream and took a picture with him. Well, I think probably the mother took the picture, not the officers, but they stood for a picture with the boy. So I thought that was really nice. And like I said, whenever somebody does something wrong, I feel like we always tend to highlight that and never highlight the good. So good on these 2 police officers. Our 11th quick story. R.Kelly remixes Chris Brown's hit Residual over a jail phone. Who's getting all my checks? Where my money at? I don't like this, y'all. I don't like this. This is the second time this week I'm talking about R.Kelly. He was on a podcast singing for two girls. Now he's putting out a remix. Like, I blame Tory Lanez for this. You know what I mean? But Tory Lanez is inside for something completely different. And, you know, he's trying to appeal saying that he wasn't even guilty. So let's give him the benefit of the doubt till maybe after the appeal case. But we're not playing R. Kelly, dude. We're not listening to R. Kelly, right? I'm going to give you a small snippet, very, very quick, just so that you guys can hear. But yeah, we're not promoting this. Take a listen.
To accept this call, press 5. You may begin speaking now.
I got 2 minutes. Let's go. First, I want to thank my...
Boo! And also another big boo to Tyrese, who posted this on his Instagram, and then the caption put a bunch of fire emojis. Tyrese! And now Tyrese is my guy. I was just with him in October at Charlamagne's Mental Wealth podcast. Like, that's my guy and all, but Ty, come on, dog. What are you thinking? You know? Anyways, no. We're not promoting this. I wonder what Chris Brown has to say about this. I hope he's not going to promote or put it on his page. But let me know if you guys want to hear an R. Kelly album, or it's up to you. It's all your own ears if you want to. But no, I'm not down. Our 12th quick story. Men are buying tickets to GloRilla's show after she's bringing male fans on stage and giving them lap dances. GloRilla brings a male fan on stage and gives a lap dance. Men all over social media are clamoring to her show to be next in line. Y'all know I'm a big GloRilla fan, but that's not why I'm playing this. Look at this guy in the chair's reaction. He's sitting there trying to act like he's all cool, like, what's up, ma? Yeah, dancer. Bro, you know you're going to be geeking out when you go home, posting it. You're probably, oh, can I have a selfie? Like, stop trying to act all tough, man. The best, well, here, let me play the video and I'll tell you something else after. Take a listen. He cracked like a little tiny smile. Do you guys remember when Janet Jackson used to do this? Google Janet Jackson guy on stage. Classic. And this guy was tripping, like trying to like sing to her, do stuff like that's how you gotta act when you're on stage. Not trying to be all cool like you're hard or something. Like, give me a break, dog. Anyway, shout out to GloRilla. Bring me up on stage, man. I'm gonna act a fool up there. Trust me. Shout out to Glo. Our 13th quick story. Southwest Airlines to end free check bag policy after 54 straight years. Southwest has been around for 54 years? Odd. Southwest Airlines, known for its bags fly free policy, is making some changes. Starting May the 28th, only the airline's Rapid Rewards A-list preferred members and those booking top-tier business section fares will continue to receive 2 free check bags, according to CBS News. Frequent flyer A-list members, Southwest credit card holders, and select other customers will now be allowed only 1 free check bag. For all other passengers, Southwest will begin charging for both the first and second check bag on flights starting May the 28th. Here is a quick clip. Take a listen.
Bags fly free is at the heart of Southwest Airlines. But just in time for summer, many checked bags will soon fly with a fee.
A lot of people are like, oh my gosh, this is going to be over for them. Like, a lot of airlines have changed this policy. They're just the last ones because that's what Southwest was known for. But I really don't think this is a big deal. If you're used to flying Southwest, it's not going to change anything. And it's better than raising their prices for their flights. And just downsize a little bit. Don't bring in. I can't tell you the last time I brought 2 check bags with me. I go around with my carry-on. I understand. I'm a guy. I get it. But yeah, I don't think this is a big deal, and I don't think this is really going to affect the airline that much. People are saying they're going to end up closing for this. relax. Also count. That was French, by the way. Let me know in the comment section below if you are done with Southwest or you don't feel like this is affecting you that much. Let me know in the comment section below. Our 14th quick story. 3 people unalived after medical helicopter crash in Mississippi. All right, y'all. I'm done. Every day I tell you guys about another crash. This is crazy. I told you yesterday I'm done. And now today I have another one. This is crazy. Tragedy has struck after a medical helicopter has crashed and 3 people were unalived. The Air Care helicopter went down in a wooded area on Monday, March 10th. Officials confirmed 2 University of Mississippi medical students and a crew member and the pilot were also on board. No patients were involved. Just nuts, man. Anyways, I don't even want to get into this. Just really sad. What do you guys think, man? I've seen some people in the comment section. I actually have one comment from Roberta being like, I'm still flying. I understand you have to fly, but are you uncomfortable to fly? Like, what's going on? Do we even have a, let me see if I have a video for this. Yeah, no, I don't have a video for this. We do have a video. Take a listen.
Madison County Sheriff Randall Tucker, who says they had officials respond and they did see smoke in the area, and where the helicopter crashed was a hard area to get to based on where it was, and it landed in a heavily wooded area near the Natchez Trace and Pipeline Road. The sheriff notes that they first became aware of the situation when citizens started calling around 12:40 about a possible helicopter crash.
Health Affairs said the helicopter had just transported a patient and was returning to Columbus when the accident happened around 12:30 p.m. She says our most immediate steps is trying to support the families involved as well as the families here at work. It's a tragic reminder of the risk Mississippi first responders take every day to keep us safe. Our state will never forget the sacrifices of these heroes. The FAA and the National Transport Safety Board are investigating. And now we're not even getting any information. Yesterday we heard the door open. Now we don't even know what happened. Anyways, buying bus tickets from now on. Our 15th quick story. LIAngelo Ball blasted by baby mama Nikki Baby after claiming he's with their kids every day. We've talked about LIAngelo Ball, but now he's coming out saying, yo, I'm with my kids every day. You don't think that, like, we have the internet, we can't, like, Nikki Baby is not hearing everything you're saying, is going to put you on blast? LIAngelo Ball is being called out by his ex, Nikki Baby, after claiming that he's with his children every day. Nikki, also known as Miss Nikki Baby, took to her Instagram stories to share several messages accusing LIAngelo of going 6 weeks without seeing his 2 young children that they share. Her post came after the basketball star turned rapper recently appeared in an interview where he expressed frustration over being accused of not spending time with his kids. Without direct mentioning, Nikki, who has accused him of abandoning their family since their split earlier this year, said, I feel like a lot of this ish is misleading sometimes. The relationship and drama first spilled onto social media last month when Nikki claimed she was blindsided by LIAngelo's debuting his girlfriend and allegedly walking out on their family. Here is a video of LIAngelo. Take a listen.
What's the craziest you done seen or heard motherfucker say?
Shit I don't like is when I say I'm like a beat pops or something, because I be with my young every day, for real. I've raised them up.
All right, so Miss Nikki Baby posted and said, MF really tweaking real life, no cap. I forgot you was with your YN every day. We pushing 6 weeks. Your kids ain't hear from you yet. Diabolical. Exit the chat. She said, my baby daddy saw the amazing mom I was and made me into a dad too. So thoughtful of him. You the best. Appreciate you. I like how Nikki Baby just never lets him slide and never gives him a second of grace. Like, you want to try to do anything? I got the tea. And like I always say every day when I talk about these guys saying, oh yeah, I'm with my kids, where are the receipts? Where are the text messages? Where are the pictures? If you're going to talk about it, give us proof. Saying, oh yeah, I'm with my kids is not enough. Or else, and you don't have to show us any receipts, but don't talk about them. Say, I don't want to talk about that. But if you're going to talk and you're going to say you're with them, we need receipts. Does that sound fair to y'all? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Our 16th quick story. White House press secretary says the Philadelphia Eagles enthusiastically accepted an invitation to visit the White House. All right, there's been a lot of back and forth on this podcast while we were reporting that there was that Donald Trump wasn't going to invite them, and then we told you that he was going to invite them, and a lot of you were saying Philadelphia is not going to the White House, the Eagles are not going to the White House, we do not want it there, etc., etc., etc. There was people that were apparently in the organization that said they were not going. I'm here to report that the invitation was sent and officially has been accepted. So y'all can sound off in the comment section below. I'm very anxious to hear what you guys have to say. I know we have a lot of people from Pennsylvania that are going to sound off. According to CNN, the Philadelphia Eagles have officially accepted an invitation to the White House in celebration of their Super Bowl win. A spokesperson for the team reportedly confirmed the visit with the White House press secretary, giving details about when the visit is going to go down. I can confirm that the Philadelphia Eagles will be here at the White House to celebrate their Super Bowl victory, according to White House press secretary. I know there was a lot of fake news about the invitation and that it wasn't sent out, or sometimes that it was sent out. We want to correct the record. We sent an invitation. They enthusiastically accepted it, and we will see them here on April 28th. Like I said, it's confirmed. It went out. Now, yes, there was a lot of speculation because from what we had heard before any of this, because they didn't go last time they won, Trump didn't want an extended invitation to them. And there was a lot of like underground stuff going around. Then Philadelphia made a release that said, the Eagles made a release saying, hey, if they invited us, we will definitely go. We don't want to, get into this back and forth. And then once Trump heard that they wanted to come, then he's like, yeah, of course they're coming. We're going to send an invitation. Can we send an invitation today? Can we send it out right now? We showed you guys all the video. So I'm happy that it's come to an end. And I would really, really like to know what you guys think. Just to be clear, I'm not saying I'm happy that they're going or not happy. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm happy we've come to a conclusion, and now we could really find out how y'all feel about this in the comment section below. So sound off. Let me know if you guys are happy that the Eagles are going, or do you think they should have stuck to their guns and like what they did last time and not go? Why this time around, everybody that before was boycotting Donald Trump is no longer anymore. Before Facebook was against them, now they're with him. Before Elon Musk was against him, now they're with him. Everybody, Amazon, everybody. Now, going to the White House. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right, we are finally at my favorite segment, comments of the day. All right, we're going to kick it off with my homie, Roberta on deck. All right, Roberta is also another triple OG. I read Melva's comment yesterday. I think it was yesterday or the day before, but shout out to Melva. Roberta also is another one that is close to my heart, man. Always watching every podcast, sending me stuff. So shout out to Roberta. Sorry for that long intro, but it's my homie right here. Roberta said, yes, I fly out this week to London, train to Paris, then fly to Rome, then home. Pray for me. Roberta, I need text messages every place you get to. Be like, yo, I'm all right. I'm okay. Yo, I'm worried, man. All right, well, I guess that answers my question. Y'all are still flying, but if you didn't have to, sounds like you're traveling for work. If you didn't have to, would you still travel? All right, next one, we're going to go to D Hob Rules 76. He said, you think Jay-Z added this? With all these cases, hilarious. And the NFL is not doing business with Jay anymore. You're acting like a fanboy. He also said, Drewski and Odell are guilty by association with Diddy and Diddy's behavior. Then something that I won't read. Then Jay-Z 2, their time is up. All right. D Hobbs, I was really excited to have a guy in the comment section, but seems like you're a little bit hating, my brother, a little bit. Now, let's dissect a little bit here. I never said that Jay-Z was out of this. I said yesterday that he came out of the Tony Busby case pretty much unscathed. Tony Busby said that he was going to totally drag Jay-Z and ruin his career. Jay has come out unscathed. The case has been dismissed. Jay-Z has cases now against Tony Busby. Tony Busby still hasn't been given full permission to litigate his cases in the Southern District of New York, and Jay-Z hasn't lost anything as of yet. So I never said that Jay-Z was out of the clear. I'm not fanboying, nothing. I'm just saying the facts that he came out of this one case unscathed. I have said multiple days that there could be a lot more coming for Jay-Z. So I'm not fanboying. Okay, so that's one thing. You also said that the NFL is not doing business with Jay-Z anymore. That is not true. They've renegotiated and re-signed their contract. Jay-Z and Roc Nation are still in charge of the Super Bowl. Even with the Kendrick Lamar fiasco, where some people weren't happy with it, some people were. It was the most watched Super Bowl in history, and it's still online right now. It's still a trend, and we're like in October. Jasmine Crockett just did it the other day, right? So that Super Bowl, numbers-wise, did their numbers. Jay-Z is still working with Roc Nation. If you know something more, please send it to me. And then lastly, you said Drewski and Odell Beckham are guilty by association with Diddy and Diddy's behavior. Well, if that's the case, if they're guilty by association, then so is every single person that was with Diddy ever. DJ Khaled, all the other artists, Kodak Black, everybody in the industry was associated with Diddy. They all went to his party. So they're all guilty. Just, that's really not fair. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that Drewski or Odell Beckham is innocent or guilty, but I just don't think it's fair to just group anybody who is associated with Diddy is guilty by association. I personally just don't think that's fair. But thank you for your comments, and let me know where you're from next time, all right? We're trying to find out how global we all are in the podcast, so please let me know where you're from and continue watching, even though you called me out and I called you out, all right? Next, we're going to go to Mr. Bull Dogman. He said, the ladies are always going to love R.Kelly. Get over it. Mr. Bulldog Man, I will like to disagree with that. I really don't think women are always going to love R. Kelly at all. Of course, there are going to be some people that do love him. There's going to be some people that actually don't love him and don't like him, but want to separate the music from the men, which I disagree with because, like I said, he sings love songs. So my association is he is singing that to those people that he is in jail for. To me, I think that's disgusting and I can't listen to the music. But I think that you're grouping up women too much there to say that ladies are always going to love R. Kelly. Get over it. I completely disagree with you, but thank you very much for your comment. Also, to let me know where you're from and hope you continue listening. We definitely need more brothers in the comment section. All right. Kevin said, well, about the twerking cop, what if the lady on the TV show SUV was twerking on the show? It would be weird. She has to confront people who have been SA'd. The people would feel some type of way opening up to her. I agree with you. I totally agree that if you're in that kind of environment and you're working with those type of people, I get it. But my point was the NYPD needs to put that in their contract with them. I clearly said that. I was like, I totally understand if you're a cop and you're, have an OnlyFans account or you're, twerking in videos. I understand if the police do not want that. The NBA wants a certain kind of look. Companies want a certain type of look from their employees. I totally get that. However, what still nobody has been able to show me is where in the NYPD contract does it have a morality clause? You cannot make these things up on the fly. You can't say, well, you're a cop, you should know, and you shouldn't be doing these things, and now we're going to reprimand you for that or we're going to pull you off your cases. If it's not in your contract, you can't talk to me about it unless you amend the contract. That's just how it goes. So that is what I was saying. But of course, thank you for your comment, and please let me know where you're from. All right. Nancy says, thanks for the lightheartedness about these serious topics, Trent. For all of our well-being and mental health in this 24-25 season, you help keep spirits uplifted, keep smiling beautiful. From the Carolinas, your fairy godmother, Janet. All right, Janet has also sent me an email once. My fairy godmother, I always joke and say my fairy godmother is Oprah, but I also would like to take you as well too, Janet. So you will be my second fairy godmother. Thank you so much for that. Sorry if I called you Nancy before, but I don't know to go for Nancy or Janet. Maybe you're using somebody else's YouTube account, but thank you for your comment. And thank you for letting me know that you're from the Carolinas, North Carolina, South Carolina. Come on and raise up. All right. Also, John, what up, Trent? Me and my wife watch you all the time. We are down here in Donaldsonville, Louisiana. Keep doing what you're doing. We salute. Yo, John, I salute you and I salute your wife. Thank you guys so much. Never been to Louisiana, but I really want to come. I'm definitely going to holler at you guys when you come out there. I want some Louisiana barbecue and the cooking and all of that, like Southern flavor and style. I am super down, super jealous of you guys out there, and I definitely want some cooking, and I'm hollering at y'all when I come out there. All right, that is it for the comments today. Please remember to comment where you're from and keep commenting. Thank y'all. All right, this brings us to social discussion of the day. Lara Trump says people should be kissing the feet of Elon Musk and Donald Trump. You can't make this stuff up, yo. I have a video for proof. Take a listen.
We cannot survive as a country. So people ought to be kissing the feet of Elon Musk and Donald Trump for being the two people to actually do this.
All right, I wish I had more context, but that's all there was. But even with more context, like, Elon Musk is at Doge firing people. And I understand the mandate was to bring down the government. I get that. But he's not doing it in any ethical or like, oh my gosh, like the way he's doing it is so amazing. And Donald Trump, regardless if he's doing a good job or a bad job, however it is that you see it, he's doing the job that he campaigned for. He went out, campaigned for the past 4 years, really. I'd be like, yo, please make me your next president. Why would we need to kiss his feet for doing the job that he said that he wanted to do? He wants to make America great again. My social discussion for today is, are Donald Trump supporters and fans delusional? That's a real question. Like, I have asked this a few times. I have shown you clips and videos of people wanting to put Donald Trump's face on the $250 bill, which if you're going to put him on a bill, put him on a $1,000 bill or make a $10,000 bill. But that's neither here nor there. Somebody else wanted to put him on Mount Rushmore. Somebody wanted to make his birthday a national holiday. Now Lara Trump, who's his daughter-in-law, wants like, everybody should kiss his feet. Like, why are his supporters so fanatical? Like, I just don't understand it. Like, we went through the Obama administration, and he was the first Black president, and you know, he definitely had a lot of support, especially in the minority Black community. Understandable, he was the first Black president, but even at that point, people were not this crazy. So my question is, take your political views aside and just look at the people. Do you think, and I'm asking you, Republicans, do you guys think that Donald Trump supporters are a tad bit fanatical and a little delusional? Linda, I cannot wait to hear your answer on this. Be honest. And I'm saying all of them, because I understand not all of them are, but do you think that some of them take it too far? Social discussion of the day. I'll be looking for your answers below. All right, this brings us to question of the day. If you could live in any movie or TV universe, which one would it be? Obviously Wakanda for me. Y'all know that answer. All right, somebody said Hunger Games or Capital Citizen. I don't know what Capital Citizen is. I think I know that. I'm not too sure. Anyways, Hunger Games, that's funny. Another person said, anywhere where I'm rich, healthy, and happy. You know what? I'm so happy that you put healthy in there, because people are like, I just want to be somewhere where I'm rich. But what if you're rich and not happy? What if you're rich and not healthy? I love that. I mean, I wouldn't have put the rich first. I would have said anywhere where I'm healthy, happy, with some money. That's what I would have said. Joe Braxton said Purple Rain. That's a good one. That's a really good one. Somebody said Limitless. Oh, why do I know Limitless? I am so bad with names. Like, I know names, but then like it's not fully coming to me. And I know I've actually watched it. Is it a show or is it a movie? I know y'all are going to tell me in the comment section. Well, how could you not know what Limitless is, Trent? I get dragged in the comment section so often if I don't remember like a song, or I didn't remember that India Irie and D'Angelo had a baby, people are like, how could you call yourself an R&B head? How could you call yourself, say that your number one genre of music is R&B and you didn't know that? Jeez, y'all are harsh, yo. All right, let's get back. Somebody said Stargate SG-1. My brother-in-law used to watch that. I'm not into sci-fi stuff, but I can get why living there would be cool. Somebody said The Lion King. That's a good one. That is a good one. Hakuna Matata. It's a problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata. How's it go? It's that means no worries for the rest of your days. It's a problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata. Let's all move to Lion King, man. What was the name of their kingdom? It must have had a name, no? Anyways, shout out to Lion King. Somebody said the Truman. Oh, somebody said, I feel like we're already living in the Truman Show. So good. That's such a good movie. I'm watching a new show right now, but I don't want to tell you guys because I don't want somebody to spoil it in the comment section, but it's so good. So good. It's a little bit like the Truman Show, but just please don't tell me anything because I hate getting any sort of spoiler alerts, anything. I'm like at season. I'm at episode 3, and then I'll tell you guys about it. So good. Anyways, somebody else here said Rugrats. That's hilarious. Somebody else said Insecure. There were fine men who liked black women, and that's not the reality where I'm from. Oh my gosh. Cocoa Butter Sweet. I'm right here, yo. Somebody says the Jetsons or the Flintstones. I forgot about the Flintstones or the Jetsons. That would be cool. So they said their wives love their husbands unconditionally. Yeah, I thought it was for other things. Somebody said Heartland. Anyways, I gotta Google these things. I'm really bad with names. Heartland is with the girl, right? With the girl in the I know Heartland. She was an agent in like the Pentagon or something or whatever. I totally remember that show. Somebody said Power. That's cool. I mean, but it's a little violent over there, but Power's cool. Somebody said the Avengers as Hulk. Entourage. Totally would live in Entourage. It's kind of like my life, actually. Yeah, Entourage. Somebody said MCU. I don't know what that is. Again, I'm going to get dragged. Yellowstone. I don't know if I'd want to live in Yellowstone. Like, it's beautiful to look at. I don't know if I'd want to live there with the horses and stuff like that kind of life. I'm a city guy, man. I need my music. I need my clubs. Somebody said The Sixth Day. I think I remember what that is. Harry Potter. Okay, I said I'm not into that fictional stuff, but I'm assuming it would be pretty cool, right? This one actually turned out to be pretty good, huh? Modern Family for Sofia Vergara. She is super hot. Oh, she's even getting more beautiful as she gets older. It's crazy. Somebody said, send me to Wakanda. All right, that's pretty good. Really good answers. If you guys can come up with any better ones, let me know in the comment section below. If you could live in a movie or a TV, which would it be? Let me know. All right, this brings us to sports news. Klay Thompson said, I would love to help them return to glory that they were brought to in 2011. He's obviously talking about Dallas. Klay says that he hopes to bring the Mavericks a title within the next 3 seasons. Now, listen, Klay's a good dude, really good guy, but Klay, you're not bringing anybody a championship. You know that's not your role. You weren't a leader in Washington, and you're certainly not going to be a leader now after your injury. It's just what it is. No disrespect. Like I said, you're a good dude. But I just don't feel like Klay has that kind of heart. He doesn't have that kind of desire to lead a team. Luka's gone. Kyrie is gone for this year and maybe next year. You know, you got Antonio Davis. He's always hurt, even when he's not hurt. There's not be any titles in Dallas. And that was one of my teams. But it's just not going to happen. Sorry to break it to you. Let me know if you guys think anything different in the comment section below. All right, y'all. That completes our Hump Day Wednesday. Whoop, whoop. We made it over the hump. Let's just take a moment. Sometimes I watch back the show and I'm like, gosh, I feel like you're rushing. And I'm like, what do I do? Just have like silence? But sometimes it's good to just take a moment. All right. Don't want to have too much of a moment. Anyways, Wednesdays are good. Meditation is great, by the way, so take some time and meditate. Yeah, thank you very much. I'm like, what else do I talk about? It's the end of the show, Trent. Thank you so much for kicking it with me, guys, on this Wednesday show. Only 2 more days to go. Before I let you go, I just want to remind you of all the ways to keep up with the Trent Out Loud podcast. For those of you who are watching on YouTube and want to find a way how to listen in your car, or you can listen, I keep on saying listening in your car. I'm sure you can listen to your car on YouTube, right? Anyways, if you're going on a flight or somewhere with no internet access and you want to be like, yo, how can I listen to the Trent Out Loud podcast? Well, we're available on all podcast platforms. You could just download the show. Just go to your desired site, any platform, and type in Trent Out Loud. The show will pop up. Do not forget to hit the follow or subscribe button so that you can be notified every time we upload a new show. And just like YouTube, we upload daily. Shout out to all the podcast platforms that are supporting. Now, vice versa, for all of you who are used to listening to the Trent Out Loud podcast on podcast platforms, thank you so much for your support and listening over there. However, I would love if you came over to YouTube and checked us out over here. It is a good vibe. We have a good community. People are commenting. The comments I read are all from YouTube. It is a good vibe. So come on over here and join us, all right? Just go over to YouTube, type in Trent Out Loud. The show will pop up. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Do not forget to hit the like button. Do not forget to subscribe. And if you really like this show, don't forget to share it because it really helps in growing the channel. For those of you who want to follow me on any social platform, I am available on most of them. And it's always the same handle, Trent Out Loud. I'll see you for Thursday's show. Have a great day and be excited that it's Hump Day. Peace. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy, Trent Out Loud. Peace!